Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Yeah. Can I make you groove now? Yes, I can. So you can get this groove in a bag of a can. You can make it round the world when it holds in your hand. Popcorn World. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. I said popcorn make you smile. Ah. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. It's a popcorn world. It's a popcorn world. There's no mystery. Let's make history with the vibe. Off the throne, 2 and 3. Add 1 more plus me and do the vibe. Yeah, we keep it on the floor, and the funk was flowing. You got vibe.
All right, so the promotional staff is taking care of changes. As you can see, we got the new 2026 thing, and we got a seat added for your boy, who's here. B loves me, C major. So it's coming. We'll have everything is coming. It just takes time. Staff has been on the holidays, and so you know.
Facts.
Takes a little time. Good to see y'all. Glad we made it. As the old song says, millions didn't make it, but we are the ones that did. So we're grateful for another opportunity to come before you, the people, doing the 5. We're down a couple of players. Some on the injured reserve. Some are DNPs. But we gonna press on anyway.
Yeah.
And make we do what it do, baby. We got so much to talk about. It's crazy. So we really don't have time for all this banter. So I will give my brothers their proper hellos, and then we in here, baby. We got to get right to it. Let's start with the most recent thing. The most recent breaking news, to the surprise really of no one, but also to maybe a few. John Harbaugh is out. And not for the reasons you think. But yes, for the reasons you think. He didn't win. That was a big part of it.
Mm-hmm.
But also, he wouldn't change. And according to all the reports that are coming out right now, is that the change is what everybody was looking for. Like, you ain't winning. What are you going to do to make us win? Well, I think we got the staff to do it. What about Todd Monken? I think we got the staff to do it. Y'all ain't got the staff to do it. What are we going to do differently? Let's just stay the course. You're not going to change? No. Then you're out. And that's how it went down in Baltimore today. John Harbaugh is out as the Ravens head coach, 18 years. I would say it was a reasonably successful tenure. You know, got him a championship out of there. Got a lot of playoff appearances. couple of MVPs. You know, he did well as a coach of the Ravens. But like all good things, they come to an end. And so his 10 years come to an end. But don't worry. Don't you worry about John Harbaugh. He gonna be all right. Because, man, it appears that brother is about to get another job expeditiously, to quote the great who used expeditiously? Was that Lena?
Yeah, that's T.I.
That was no, that's T.I. T.I. expeditiously.
Yeah.
Yes. He's gonna get a job expeditiously. And maybe for a franchise that's near and dear to my heart, because he's moved up the top of the list. So it's gonna be interesting to see. But your thoughts, gentlemen, your thoughts. Let's start right there. What are your thoughts to that one?
I mean, we talked about it week one. I remember Reggie was like, it may be time for a change because of how he lost that game. You know, you trying to rely on your defense and they get cooked.
Yeah.
You know, it ain't the same game. You didn't go for that fourth down because you want to rely on your defense. Your defense is cheeks. You have no pass rush. The secondary was bad then too. So same issues in game one got you in game 17.
Yeah. You know what's interesting, Byron, to what you're saying, and we did say it week one. We said that they have a culture problem because the culture, losing seems to have somehow penetrated that culture all the way through, and it's always that one last step that they just couldn't get over, and we saw it Sunday night, and we'll get more into that in here in just a little bit. But I think that's what Lamar's frustration was. He's like, I can't do no more than what I'm doing. I can't do no more than what I'm doing. Jesus Christ, man. And so when they asked him about it Sunday, I know all throughout the media they've been talking about his comments and saying he should have stuck up for his coach. And I'm thinking to myself, he has. He has. That's the part that y'all not understanding. He has. He did it 2 years ago when Zay dropped the ball. He did it last year when Mark Andrews dropped the ball. He did it this year when the rookie Cook kicker didn't do what he was supposed to do. So I'm saying he has. He's done everything that he's supposed to do. He can't do no more than what he's doing.
Yeah.
So Chad,
he definitely put his cape on in the fourth quarter.
Man.
Yeah.
Man.
We see now that Lamar is not the problem. So the other problem would be John Harbaugh. And you can't win in the playoffs. Let me show you what I looked up. In the first 5 years, he was 9-4 in the playoffs.
Okay.
He was 4-2 in one-score games. The past 13 years, he's 4-7 in the playoffs and 1-5 in one-score games.
One-score games, period, across the board.
Period.
Yeah, not just in playoffs or whatever, but period.
Playoff losses have not been on your quarterback.
And blown 10-point leads.
Oh, many blown leads. Many.
Yeah.
So he has the same problem as the Cowboys. Their defense stinks.
I'm going to disagree with you with one thing, though. And here's where it gets very interesting about what happens after today. Lamar is a problem.
Okay.
And here's what I mean by that. No other quarterback other than maybe Michael Vick, that's probably his only comp, has these skills. Now, who do you bring in that can bring out those skills? The names that I've heard so far, I have not liked any of them. Cliff Kingsbury, I don't love that. Because here's the problem with Cliff. Cliff is a one-side-of-the-ball dude. He ain't going to coach up your defense. So you should, if you was going to do that, you should have just kept Harbaugh. Right? So you need somebody who can manage the. Ironically, the Ravens and the Giants have the same problem. They don't have a grown man at the helm of the thing that can manage the whole thing. And so can they get, who would you guys say is the perfect guy to bring in for the Ravens specifically to manage both Lamar and the defense? And see here, and by the way, we're in question one now. with the firings and the hirings. We'll get to all the breakdown, but we'll start with the Ravens. Who would you bring in to manage the Ravens? Because that's a very specific thing.
I would be inclined to hire a defensive-minded coach.
Okay.
To fix that defense, and then that coach find a ex-coach that or head coach that had an offensive mind. I'm
gonna stop you right there because I want to ask you a question about what you said. I'm gonna ask you both the question.
Okay.
You said fix the defense.
Yes.
Because we saw Sunday night, one guy left the game, and they couldn't stop anybody. How is that possible? And is their problem personnel or concept?
I got the perfect person for you, Brian Flores. He's gonna fix.
Okay.
He gonna fix that defense, man.
He ain't gonna get a job though.
I mean,
he sued the NFL. I don't think he'll get a head coach job. They may interview him, but that's just me. I hear what you're saying though, but I think it's a people problem. It ain't a person. You don't have a number one receiver.
Right.
Your right guard is god awful. Mm. He's one of the worst linemen in football. You have no pass rush and you can't cover. Lamar can't overcome that. That's a personnel. A lot of those are personnel issues. You got to get the right people in there first. You need an infusion of youth. So missing the playoffs ain't a bad thing necessarily because you can get some better draft picks and get more impact players. And that's kind of Pittsburgh's issue too. You're always barely making the playoffs. You're picking in the 20s, and every now and then you got to stink and pick in the teens and the 10s to get those impact players. That's what I think their problem.
You thought you was getting that in the draft with Kyle Hamilton, and then they just drafted somebody, Malachi Starks. You thought you was getting that in them, and it's not working out, I guess. So
you named two people.
Yeah,
I named a bunch of issues. it ain't just two people. They need like six.
Yeah, but,
they got personnel issues. Like you can't rush the passer. And the guy that everybody wants to talk about, Madubuike, but that's a tackle. Like, where are these guys?
Yeah, you got to get an edge rusher from some.
Yeah.
And so to free Madubuike. Like, I agree, Madubuike is missing is a big problem, but you still need an edge rusher. If you got an edge rusher, then that kind of maybe solves some of that problem. They're missing like three guys, I think. They're missing an edge rusher. They're definitely missing a complimentary corner. And I think I'm going to be honest with you. I would get younger they definitely need a receiver. They've been needing a receiver forever. Like they've tried, they keep trying.
Flowers is fine, but they need a one. They need a true one. That's what they need.
You're right. Zay is the take the top off guy, and he does that magnificently. But you can't. How often do you get that opportunity to take the top off? Especially not in that manner. That was crazy this weekend. I don't know how that happened twice. But they got to get some help. Just a true possession receiver that can go across the middle.
Not a possession guy, a number one. They need a one.
So what you're saying is
that ball is going to him and you can't stop him. So you don't have to be a possession guy.
So you need a number one. A do-all number one.
Yeah, it's a deep ball. I can go. I'm a body you and go get it.
That's
third and three. It's a slant. Here I come. Stop me.
So what you're saying is they need George Pickens. Is that you're saying they need George Pickens? Is what you're saying?
No, I don't think anybody needs that.
Absolutely.
They ain't putting that on nobody.
No. Y'all in love with George. Y'all in love with George Pickens. I don't think
like
the rest
headaches.
of the league's in love with him like that.
Oh man.
I mean, talent-wise, sure, they need that kind of talent. Absolutely. They need that kind of talent. Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's an interesting situation in Ravens land, but they're not the only ones going through their thing. There were a lot of firings. To me, the most shocking was Raheem Morris because it sounded like he was safe. Well, only reason I say it was shocking because I'm saying it ain't been but 2 years. Jesus, like get him man some time. But I understand. But I also understand from a business perspective why they did. We'll talk about that in a second. Kevin Stefanski, no surprise there. That had to happen.
Yeah.
That had to happen. I forgot the coach of Arizona was Gannon. Didn't even realize, didn't know his name. Wasn't there long enough for me to remember it. Pete Carroll, no surprise there. Should have never hired him. If we're being honest, should have never hired him. And then, of course, we know Brian Daboll and Brian Callahan. So that leaves 6 openings that are out there. The Ravens, the Giants, the Titans, the Falcons, the Cardinals, the Browns, Raiders. And I put the Dolphins because we really don't know what's going on with the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
They may be about to do something. They may not. Stay tuned on that. It's fluid.
They don't have a GM.
Yeah, they don't have a GM. And now, I would think that because they don't have a GM, depending on how long this goes, he will keep his job at least to start the season. Now, how he does, we'll see. But I can easily see him starting the season, and then if he doesn't do well, he's an in-season fire.
Yeah.
So the Dolphins is fluid right now. But right now it's the Ravens, the Giants, Falcons, Cardinals, Browns, Raiders. Somehow Joe Shane kept his job with the Giants. And I know you got a lot to say about that. Matter of fact, let's start right there. Because I want to talk about the best job. Obviously, I'm biased, and I think my Giants is the best job. But you had some interesting comments about that, and I would love for the people to hear your thoughts.
I mean, everybody talks coach, GM, quarterback.
Yeah.
You don't have a coach. The GM is not good. I mean, 22-45-1. That's terrible.
Right.
And then your quarterback is, he's a hit away from having his eggs scrambled permanently. And it ain't just him running. He's going to get caught in the pocket. And you don't really know what he is just yet because he's so young. So you got a young quarterback to protect that you don't know what he is, that may or may not, get beat to sleep. And then your GM is like, he's bad. It's not good.
Yeah.
So to me, with that much uncertainty, it's not a good job. It's down there with everybody else.
Okay.
Strictly because of that. Now, if you come in with a new GM, that's totally different to me. But even though you're not hamstrung, you may not be tied to him. Picking the guy because they didn't say that Joe Shane was going to be over football operations and with the head coach.
Right.
They said he's going to be over football operations.
Yeah.
So he's still picking.
Yeah.
That's not good to me.
So let me let Chad go, and then I'll speak from my experience with the Giants, and we'll go from there.
Get out of there.
Chad, what are your thoughts?
Going by Byron's rationale, coach, GM, quarterback. So the Browns, they don't have a coach.
Right.
They have a GM, Matthew Berry.
They have a GM.
And they got a quarterback, and Shedeur maybe they maybe get a free agent, but I mean they still got Myles Garrett over there, and some other pieces. So I think Cleveland might be the building block because you can do some things over there, and you got some options at quarterback, either Shedeur or free agent quarterback. But I mean you probably just need some other pieces, and I think that might be the way to go.
I want to make sure I heard you correctly.
Yeah.
So you think a team who for the past 30 plus years can't solve since 1999 has had 50 different starting quarterbacks, and I'm not even fudging the number. You think that team is a good job?
I mean, based off the building blocks that they have, they have by what Byron said.
Everybody got building blocks, sir.
By what Byron said.
Well, by what Byron said, their GM ain't any better than the other GM that you just mentioned. What has he done other than drafting Myles Garrett, which is maybe the greatest no-brainer in the history of football?
I mean, okay.
What has he done?
It's a power structure issue there.
It's a power structure issue there. So let me speak on
Atlanta at this point. Atlanta may be that
Atlanta is interesting to me because they got a lot of pieces that nobody has seemed to be able to unlock. So that is interesting to me.
Well, the best job now is Baltimore, though.
Well, now you're right. We didn't know Baltimore that was going to come open. Baltimore for sure. Is plug and play. So So, but let me say this about the Giants. The Giants have always, from a front office perspective, been the most, I don't say interesting because that's not accurate. It's not interesting. Peculiar. That's the word I'm looking for. They are the most peculiar franchise to me in all of sports because their owners are actively involved, but they don't always inject themselves into decisions. They would actually prefer to let you make the decisions, and if you're wrong, then they'll hang you out to dry. And they don't always tie the head coach and the GM together, which is a unique quality because a lot of schools, I'm sorry, a lot of teams do that. They say, hire your guy and let's go from there. The Giants don't necessarily do that. Sometimes they'll get rid of the GM and the GM inherits somebody and then he gets to, he'll muck around with it for however long he mucks around with it and he's gone. And then they get rid of GM and then the coach is there. It's a very peculiar situation. And it has kind of worked if you look at the historical significance of it. It has not worked the last 10 years. So the thing that this is going to be that, which is I'm with you, Byron, taking the fandom out of it. I don't love that the GM and the coach aren't tied together. I think that's a better situation because they're usually going to align their goals to do the exact same thing.
It works way better that way. It works way better that way.
And I agree with you. So here's what's interesting about this situation, which makes me think that this is a two-man race at this point. It's either going to be Stefanski or it's going to be Harbaugh. Because I think Mr. Maher has already decided I'm going to have a coach that can take us to the next level. If that's where he's at, then it's one of those guys. Well, guess what? Both of those guys got enough skins on the wall that honestly, it don't really matter. It don't really matter. Now, what I mean by don't really matter is whatever Joe does, Joe's going to have to bend to the will of the coach this time. Because he's already shown that he can't consistently up through 1 through 7 in a draft what we need. He's already done that. So I promise you, the way the Giants organization has worked, they're going to have to bend the wheel to whoever the coach is, especially if it's John Harbaugh. He's for sure going to bend to whatever. So that roster will be John Harbaugh's roster. Now, the problem is
he doesn't really do a lot of the picking in Baltimore. They're real GM heavy.
Well, because they have real good GMs
with DeCosta and Ozzie. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
they have real good GM. So but see, that's the problem. Therein lies the problem. Can he pick is the question. We don't know. He's never had to do it.
Most coaches think at that. Most coaches are bad at that.
Yeah. They are awful at that. I agree. Most of them go with guys they like and whatever. Yeah.
He just need to focus on coaching at this point. He just need to focus on that.
Coach Dungy didn't want any part of that.
Well, but here's the problem with focusing on coaching in New York. The guy that's picking has a 4 and blah 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 record. So he ain't very good either. Yeah. So it's a weird situation that we're in New York. But having said all that, I still think that is the best situation. It's the freshest situation from a business perspective. You got all these young rookie contracts or second-year contracts, so it gives you a little bit of time to build a roster, to get the right guys, to not have to pay guys heavy money right off the top. So I love the situation that we're in. And
let me ask you. No.
Yeah.
Picking number 7?
5.
Right?
5. Yeah.
Is there a wrong pick at number 5? Is there?
There's always a wrong pick, bro.
I was gonna say
It's
you can
always
pick,
a wrong pick.
you can pick
pick the wrong
bad
one and
anywhere.
one.
Yeah. You
Ask the
can pick bad
Chargers and
anywhere.
Ryan Leaf.
Yeah, you can pick bad anywhere. What the number 5 pick does not do is that it does take some of the pressure off of you in that you can probably get your highest graded guy. Probably. Especially since you know the first 2 picks are going to be quarterbacks. Now, which makes this very interesting cuz we'll have a draft conversation later, and I cannot wait cuz this year is the first year we really truly have a draft expert with us. So I'm excited about what his grades would be compared to our grades or whatever. But it's an interesting situation because they have to figure they don't have to go for a franchise changer in that regard. Now you can go get pieces that you want to get, that you absolutely need. Now, the challenge of that is not to reach and overvalue somebody that you need trying to fill out roster spots. That's the challenge. And I don't know if he can do that.
He hasn't yet.
He hasn't yet. We will see.
But I like Jove and all of that, but
Joe seems like a good
good
guy, but he has not been good. You're 1,000% correct. So we're gonna see. What about what's the best, worst to first job? Like, it's got to be the Ravens now, right?
Think so.
Although I would call them worse.
They didn't finish worse. Cleveland was worse. Cleveland and Cincinnati were both worse.
Or the Raiders.
Yeah.
I mean,
would
Tennessee be better? Would be Tennessee?
Maybe.
So, real quick evaluation. What are y'all thoughts on Cam Ward this year? Because that question hinges on what you feel about Cam Ward and his.
He's got all the talent in the world.
He's got talent, but I think they need.
More. He's shown some good stuff, and he's typical young guy. He's shown some bad stuff too, but he's talented. Like, you look at him and you say, okay, yeah, that's what a number 1 pick looks like.
Okay,
I think they probably just need to put some more around him, receivers.
Nothing around him now.
Yeah, exactly.
In my humble opinion, he has nothing around him.
Yeah, so
the fact they won any games this year is miraculous.
Yeah, so
I'm not even joking. I'm being serious. What did he have? His receivers were awful. They were dropping the ball the whole season. I think they have a decent tight end. I can't remember his name, but I think they have a decent tight end. But he was running for his life. So the offensive line is bad. It's just bad. So he's in a tough spot. So I don't think that's a worse to first situation.
Atlanta.
I don't think they turned around that fast.
Well, they were third. They weren't worse. But Atlanta, because they've got some guys on defense. You got to figure out if that quarterback's going to be healthy. At what point? Because Cousins ain't coming back, so you got to figure that out. But they do have some talent on defense.
Let me ask you this question, Byron, about Michael Penix. You brought that Michael Penix up. This ain't the first injury.
No, that's why the GM got fired. That's why the GM got fired.
Yeah, it's
a fiscal mistake that was made. You paid Cousins all that money,
right.
Then you drafted a young quarterback, a old young quarterback with a ton of
has
injuries.
Talent, but has an old body.
Injuries.
Yeah, he has an old body. So
you can't put both them mistakes together, and I think that's what got Raheem caught up. He's caught up because he was the GM's guy, and they knew they were gonna get rid of the GM when when they lost to the Jets. That's when it was done. You can't let them dudes come back.
No.
And so, and they probably believe in that. Let the GM hire his own guy. So he got caught up in that because I didn't think, they obviously didn't quit because they won their last 4 games and they've been out of playoff contention. So he definitely had his pulse on the locker room, but got caught up with the GM.
Just think how good.
That's my opinion.
Just think how much they could have added to their roster if they didn't pay Kirk Cousins all that money.
That's why the GM is gone.
Right,
that's what I think.
Got fired.
Yeah,
No,
that's
I agree with you.
big fiscal mistake that you can't
Definitely.
You can't get that old dude coming off an Achilles that much money
Well,
as a bridge quarterback.
You basically brought in a mass unit. Like you didn't.
Yeah.
Everybody, your whole foundation is hurt.
Yeah.
Or has history of hurt. So it didn't make sense that we all questioned the draft day. We were all like, "Why are you doing that? That doesn't make any sense." But
yeah,
like it would have made sense if you didn't sign Kirk Cousins. That's the thing. That's the fly in the ointment. Is that guy?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't make it. Well, you definitely overspent on Kirk Cousins, but also there were other picks that you could have made other than Michael Penix, and that's what makes it.
Yep.
Like if you pick somebody else and groom him the way, like Green Bay groomed Love, then it makes sense to say, okay, we're gonna do 1 year with Kirk, and then you don't overpay with Kirk. You just pay him whatever's fair, and then you just groom the next guys. That made the most sense. So I'm gonna say my worst to first, taking bias out, because obviously I'm gonna say the Giants, but I'm not gonna say the Giants.
Did y'all finish fourth?
Huh?
Did y'all finish fourth? I thought y'all were third. I guess no Washington. Okay. Yeah, I can see the Giants. I can see that.
Yeah, I would say us, obviously, but I'm gonna talk beyond us on this one. The one that makes me interested is definitely the Falcons, because I just think they're missing the guy who can unlock what they have. They clearly have talent everywhere. Like, I don't understand why it's so hard to get Kyle Pitts open. Like, he's got speed, he's long, he can catch anything, and he's huge. What is the problem? Like, why you try to tell me in the 3 years that he's been on the field, you can't draw up no plays for him? You don't have any idea how to get him the ball? That makes no sense. And you got a running back. You got a phenomenal running back. So
yeah, special.
So I don't know why it's so hard to make this team work. So I'm gonna say, and you're in a division that is very winnable. That's the other thing. It's very winnable.
I mean, you were tied for the lead this year.
Yeah, everybody.
You were tied for first.
Yeah, all three teams had an 8-9 record. That's crazy.
So it doesn't make. That's the one that doesn't make any sense to me. I would say that if I was looking for a job past the Ravens, past the Giants, Atlanta would be the first one I want. I think I could, as a head coach, I feel like that would be the one I think I can make work. Okay, what's the worst situation? Did you have something? Chad?
I'm just saying you can get all the lemon pepper wings you want to.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Stay out of the lemon pepper situation.
The worst situation.
What's the worst situation?
It might be Tennessee because we said they don't have nothing. So
I would say the Tennessee or the Raiders.
I'm gonna tell you what I think the worst. The worst one ain't open yet, but it will be. I don't like the Dolphins situation because you don't have a quarterback. I watched the other kid, the backup Hewers.
You
know what he looked like? Exactly what he looked like last year. Like he just ain't ready, and it's gonna take some time for him to figure out the speed of the game, how to make those reads, how to do. He's way behind. He looks as lost as Dylan Gabriel did.
But you can't put that on him if he ain't getting no reps in practice. I
can put it on him. I can put it on him because Shedeur didn't get no reps.
He looked lost too, though.
He looked lost too, but at least he made some plays.
But then he got a shot, and then he looked better. So yours just need to
I don't know if he got a shot for real.
I don't know that he looked better. I mean, there was a lot of bad with that.
They were winning games. They were winning.
Yeah. Well, they won 2 games. Let's not listen. I love Shedeur. I love Shedeur.
Right. He's still a question mark, bro.
Yeah.
I love Shedeur, and the way he handled it is admirable. But let's be also clear, it's a work in progress. Now, to his credit and to his fairness, when you haven't played but a half a season with the ones, and you've been there a whole year, Okay, I stall you out.
Yeah.
I stall you out because maybe you need the reps. You don't have the reps yet, so I stall you out on that. But I also say the Browns are an awful situation, brother. They have been an awful organization. There's nothing that says that's going to change anytime soon. So I would say the worst is the Browns.
When is Myles Garrett gonna say enough is enough?
He should have said it last year before he signed that contract.
I think he's waiting to see what this new hire is.
He just signed a contract. Ain't nobody moving that dude.
They might say, listen, if you can trade Myles Garrett, you can truly reset this organization.
Right, but there's this thing called a salary cap, and there are these things called escalators. And there's this stuff called dead cap money.
People go up and down escalators every
day. You gotta think about money, bro.
I'm thinking about the money.
With that big old contract there, it's gonna be a huge hit, and you already got a huge hit with the nasty man.
But the team that thinks that they're close, the team that thinks that they're close for defense, they may take that chance.
I think you got to get them 2 contracts out of your building. If you want your organization,
you can't. That's what I'm telling you.
If you want people to take your organization seriously, and that whole speech you just gave, Ernie, what's his name? Not Ernie. What's his name? Hazlitt. If you want people to take that situation seriously, you got to get all that money out your building somehow, some way. Figure it out.
It would destroy your team if you got rid of both. It's can't.
Destroying your team right now. What's
even if you restructure, you can restructure.
How are you gonna restructure it?
I don't know how it works, but
right. That's what I'm saying. Even if you restructure it, you're gonna have to give them a crap ton of money just to get those numbers down, and that money is guaranteed. That's a ton of money.
I think you just got to pay the dude out. You Deshaun Watson.
It's still dead cap money. You're still going to be awful with no people.
I agree, but you're going to be awful anyway.
Right, but you're going to be able to build a team because at least you won't have a huge amount of dead cap space. You still got to pay other people.
Well, I think I do it. It's despite all of what you said, and I don't disagree with anything you said.
That's what I'm saying. You can't. It sounds easy. It's easy in theory, but not in practice.
Well, I got to figure it out because I can't keep doing this. I can't keep doing this. If you're the Cleveland Browns, you can't listen. As a fan, I'm not going to keep paying my money to watch this. I'm not. I'm absolutely not. I'll watch this from the crib for sure. I'm not going to sit in no cold weather in the snow and watch this year in and year out. I love Myles Garrett, but he ain't go spend my money good.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
and I agree. Now the quarterback contract, that's on the owner. Nobody else in their right mind.
And that's what I'm saying.
And that's why the GM is still there because you hamstrung him with that awful contract.
He got to own that, bro. He got to own that and find a way to eat that contract. I don't care if you write the check yourself. Like, whatever you got to do to get that dude out the building once and for all, you got to do it. So, I understand what you're saying. But that again, that goes back to what I said also. It's an awful organization. They've done awful things. They've been awful for a long time with no end in sight. So, there you go.
Is there a chance that Deshaun Watson starts next year?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
For what? For what reason would you do that?
Because he's owed $200 and something million.
He's been owed that the entire time that he's been there.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I think you got to move on.
Yeah.
I think you got to move on. All right. Your best guess. Who goes there? Who's going to the Giants?
Harbaugh.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna lead the dinner.
Yeah, I think he jumped to the top of the list immediately.
And I think he wants to be there. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree. Ravens.
I have no idea.
I keep hearing Cliff Kingsbury's name. I don't like that.
I don't either.
I think they need somebody again who can manage both sides of the ball and in the whole room, all 3 phases of the game.
I would go Robert Saleh.
I don't hate that because the defense is gonna be good.
Yeah. And that's what they need. They need the defense to be good.
I would love to see Robert Saleh in a situation where he doesn't have to worry about the offense, where he can manage it.
Well, don't you
the
order?
Jets was not that situation.
A good offensive coordinator that's like a head coach of the offense to be able to.
No. I'm agreeing with you. What I'm saying is, when he was with the Jets, he never had a quarterback ever.
Mm-hmm.
And the one time he thought he had it, that dude was going after the first game. So, and then when he got the dude back, he was awful. He was awful, and he was nasty, and it was an awful situation. So, I would love to see what Robert Saleh could do in a situation where I actually have all of the parts I need. So that's an interesting choice. Is there anybody else that's maybe somewhere else? Do you go coordinator?
Yeah, I would think so.
Has Brian Flores learned his lesson?
No, telling you, I don't think they'll hire him as a head coach.
I don't disagree.
Man.
That's me. I don't think the league will. You sued the league, so I don't see that.
Okay.
I get
Ravens
it.
are interesting.
Yeah.
Do you go college?
No. Absolutely not.
Okay.
College coaches usually don't work out.
I agree with that as well.
Mm-hmm.
And you're so close.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about the Cardinals? Does it matter?
No. They're another organization that's not good.
They really don't.
I would say go get you now. That I might go college there just to save the money.
Yeah, maybe.
Save the money, build up the roster, save the money, make it attractive for a true NFL coach, and then after this guy loses for 3 years, go get the guy you want. I don't know. I'm just saying you're not anywhere near winning anytime soon. So why go pay big money when you don't have to? You got to find a quarterback.
Yeah.
You got to find a quarterback. Falcons.
Who do I want?
If they're smart,
I don't know who the Stefanski might. Stefanski may end up in Chicago in New York because he has a reputation for quarterback development before he got that Cleveland all over.
Mike McCarthy?
Maybe.
I like Mike for the Raiders, to be honest with you, but I know you won't. I don't think Tom Brady respects him.
Why do you say that?
I just don't get the sense that he respects him. I just don't. I could be wrong, but I just don't. It respects him in the sense of I want him to come in and he lead the franchise. Now, let's be clear. Mike wasn't bad with y'all. He just wasn't great.
Yeah.
But he wasn't bad. He won 11 games a season.
Yeah, it's 11, 12 games a season.
Yeah, so he wasn't horrible. I heard a weird rumor about, you mentioned Brian Flores. I heard a weird rumor about him this morning. About him taking the defense and Brian Daboll taking the offense, but Flores would be the head coach.
Of the Raiders, you said?
Yeah. I don't know how true that is.
If somebody fires Flores, it'll be somebody like the Raiders, or hires him, it'll be somebody like the Raiders.
Who has always taken chances on black coaches and given them a fair shot.
Or just taking renegades and bucking the system. They do that.
They don't
too.
mind. The Davis family has never shied away from taking risk. And sometimes it's paid off. So
that could
all
work.
right. Is Mike McDonald gonna keep his job?
Probably so. They seem to play better without him. I mean, without the GM.
But Tua has played his last game. We all agree with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
yeah.
That's
Tua
over.
was gone.
That's over.
Yeah,
That's over.
I think so.
Okay.
No.
All right.
If he does get fired, I think Arizona. He could go to Arizona with Kyler.
Well,
Kyler's played his last game in Arizona.
Oh,
maybe.
Well,
Maybe.
I think that's over.
I don't think they're picking high enough they could just say, get him out of here this year.
I think they're willing to ride.
And whatchamacallit ain't the answer.
He's not, but I can see them. I can see them being a strong candidate for Kirk Cousins as a bridge year, just as a bridge year. Nothing long term.
Like you might as well keep Jacoby if you're doing that.
yeah.
Kirk Cousins is a shot. At least Jacoby can move a little bit. Kirk can't move none.
Okay, let's talk about that real quick. So who's going to be available? Do you go get Tua?
No.
You just need to get through the gap of finding who you want.
Jacoby is. I think he's it. If you're just going for 1 year, I think.
Well, then I can see. I don't know. His situation is interesting because I like Jacoby as the gap man for the money part of it because you ain't got to really pay him nothing.
Yeah.
It just depends, I guess. The only thing I hate is that you're slowing down Marvin Harrison Jr.'s development, and without having somebody in there that can truly he can build a bond with and connect with and get really what he needs. It's really slowing down his development as a player. So I don't love that. And they got a decent tight end. So you want to kind of get some, something going there. But I don't know. That's another one of those organizations. They don't seem to get it right most days.
Yeah, and they may be stuck with Kyler for 2 more years too.
Well, they've been talking.
Right.
Conversations haven't gone well, from what I've heard.
Yeah.
They have not gone well. So
because this contract ain't up till 08. So
yeah, right. He's got time. So
yeah. Like his contract doesn't get good till 2027, and that's when the dead cap money is small.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it'll be interesting to see who they hire too.
But I think Kyler may have already hit his ceiling. I don't know what else he can be.
He can't grow 2 inches.
He's still talented. He can still fling it, and he can move. He's athletic and all of that's still there. It's the leadership stuff. Them having to put a clause in your contract for you to study film.
That's crazy work.
All of that stuff. That's the bigger issue.
Yeah, that's crazy. I just don't know if they're gonna take the risk and keep running them out there. But you're right. The money. Some of these folk are stuck because the money makes them stuck.
Yeah,
it makes them real.
As long as you're paying quarterbacks this stupid money, this is the stuff that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
At some point, the market needs to reset itself because you can't keep paying these quarterbacks, all this money to where they're like a 30-year cap is on one dude.
Yeah.
That's
100%. 100%. All right, let's talk about how we got here. We at the NFL playoff. How did we get here? Let's start the AFC. I can't remember a more heartbreaking situation than the Ravens had this past Sunday night. And it's not even just that game. It's the sum total of the last 3 years because they keep ending the same way. Like they keep ending the same way. And I the thought that I had about it, because the people that hate Lamar are going to say, oh, Lamar, he got that pass batted down. Oh, Lamar, he can't win the big one. Okay. I mean, if you want to say those things, go right ahead. You have your right to say it. I get it. I don't think it's true. Because he was the sole reason they were in that game.
Yeah.
I just...
He's Peyton Manning. It's the same until he does it. This is always
until
gonna
he
be
does
with him.
it is what it is. Exactly.
It's gonna be
exactly. And that
always
sucks.
with him. Unfortunately, no matter how great he is, how many times he puts him on his back.
Yeah.
We have a no playoffs with the Chiefs. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It is, but it isn't. I mean, all of that's drafting in the 30s. That stuff catches up with you. No really focus put on your O-line and you running back, and you know you got all the same little fast receivers, and your tight end is 40. I mean, that comes to a head.
Yeah.
You got to reset.
It was
So
time.
it was surprising, but it's not really.
Yeah. It's been a decade.
Yep.
It was definitely time. It's been a decade. So
Yep, Cincinnati paid all of that money for 3 offensive players, and the rest of your team is average. So
yeah, I'm not sure what
what
they're
you
gonna do
get.
either. They're in a weird spot too.
They stuck.
Yeah,
Joe
they're in a
cried
weird
for
spot.
his 2 receivers. They acquiesced. You stuck with them. Good luck with that.
Now, ironically, he may have given them the solution by his complaining. Like, get rid of you, we might be able to start building something. We start building something here. You know? So
but that's another franchise that the Bengals, man, they do what they do.
Yeah.
They do weird stuff. They've always done weird stuff. Maybe it's Ohio. Maybe it's just something about Ohio. The water in Ohio is just weird, you know?
Yeah. Something.
Could be.
So that leaves us with a playoff of the Broncos getting the number 1 seed, which nobody had that on their bingo card.
At all.
The 2 seed is the Patriots, and they'll play the Chargers. The 3 seed is the Jaguars, and they'll play the Bills, which we'll get into that in just a second. And then finally, the Steelers will play the Texans. So your thoughts, gentlemen, on the AFC side of the playoffs?
The Jaguars are scary hot.
They are.
Texas defense is super scary. Their offense, I don't trust Bo Nix as far as I can throw him yet. Sorry.
I don't either. And I've seen him play an entire season, and I don't feel any different about Bo Nix than I did.
This is the first time.
Gonna do it.
This is the first time I think that Josh Allen doesn't have to face Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, this ain't a good team though.
They're
not
I don't like
team.
anything about this Bills team. Nothing.
Man, that's
but Josh Allen.
Cook.
That's crazy.
And Josh Allen.
Yeah, and Josh Allen, but that's it.
They dodged a bullet and may not even be able to get out.
They won't beat. I don't think they beat the Jaguars.
Yeah,
Jaguars are going to run it down their throat, and they also play good defense. Yeah. They play defense too.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Jacksonville ain't the most complete team in the AFC.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't argue with that.
Is Joe Mixon back yet for the Texans?
No, he's not playing this year. I don't even know what he hurt, but he ain't playing this year.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm being completely honest. And we'll get to the who advances question in a minute, but I don't have 100% faith in any of these teams. If I had to put money on it,
facts.
Gun to head, probably I'd go with the Jaguars because at least they have both offense and defense.
But you don't feel great about that.
Oh God, I'm nervous the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm nervous.
I get it. I'm in the same boat.
All these matchups really make you nervous at this point.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. The matchups are awful for everybody because the Texans should beat the Steelers, but the problem is that it's in Pittsburgh.
I think they'll beat the hell out the Steelers.
I think they should.
I think they are. I think
it just matters what
he ain't gonna sit back there with no pass rush. No. And they can cover. They can cover. Their defense is they got to me the best defense because they're really good on the front end and the back end.
And the back end, yes. Yeah. I think if C.J. Stroud could just be serviceable, just give him a solid 17.
Yeah,
I think that's probably enough. Like that, I think that could be enough.
He scares me to death, though.
That's what
I don't know, but they gotta put some resources on offense. But yeah, he's scared. That scares me. Their offense scared.
But do you believe in the Bills? No.
It don't matter who you put up. I don't believe in none of them. Like
Patriots, Chargers, that could go. That's
I
a
don't.
coin flip.
That's either way.
The Chargers, if they were healthier, maybe.
Yeah, if they were a little healthier.
But this is with any team in the playoffs. So I don't feel great about nobody in the NFC either.
And I was gonna say, and by the way, let me say this: whoever advances to face the Broncos, I don't have the Broncos. They got a great defense, but the Texans, if they played the Broncos, the Texans defense is better than the Broncos.
Yeah, they got just as good as defense or better. Yeah.
And you don't trust either one of them quarterbacks. So I don't know what to tell you about that.
I don't.
In the NFC, the Seahawks got the number 1 bid. The Panthers and the Rams. That's the only one I can say. Pretty certainly.
Yeah.
The Rams are probably gonna beat the Panthers.
Yep.
Maybe.
Because the Panthers really shouldn't be here.
No, I think they're gonna beat the brakes off the Panthers.
Yeah, I think they're gonna beat the brakes out of them.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was about to say before the season. Before the season started, I did say don't be surprised if Seattle may mess around and win the division. I didn't think they're gonna be the number 1 seed.
Right.
But they won the division. I mean, that's crazy.
It is crazy. 3 teams from that division, all in the playoffs. That's crazy. So, but Eagles, 49ers.
That's a toss-up too.
Now, if you go by what the 49ers just did, the Eagles should win.
I just don't. That lack of pass rush is glaring. It's about bad.
The Eagles should win. No Fred Warner. It should be the Eagles.
And they can't get anywhere near the quarterback.
But let me say this. The Eagles will eagle. They got no problem eagling.
Oh, no question. No question.
So, who knows? And then, I'm going to be honest with you. I fully expect the Packers to beat the Bears.
Only because it's in Lambeau.
It's in Lambeau. No, it's actually in Chicago.
Is it? Oh, yeah, that's 2. That's right.
It's in Chicago. But see, what you call did play this last game?
Yeah.
And
so, I mean, y'all trust Caleb like that?
No, that's what I'm saying. I fully expect
he's better, but he ain't there yet.
Yeah.
Caleb, his completion percentage is still low.
Yeah.
He's not efficient just yet. He's way better.
He's better under pressure.
He's better. I give him that. But
you got to give him better. You got to give him better. You don't get to the 2 seed without being better.
Will they be able to get to him without Micah Parsons? Will they be able to get to Caleb?
That's a good question.
Here's what I think.
They still got your boy from Michigan on the other side, though.
Yeah.
He's good.
Gary. Yeah.
But here's what I see the problem is with them. Beyond getting to Caleb don't always throw the ball to the person. Like, he'll do some stuff and you like, what are you doing? Let me tell you something. And I've never said this about any quarterback ever in the NFL, ever. I loathe his run out. I loathe it. It, to me, is one of the worst run outs in the history of the NFL. I hate it. Because it's first of all, he turns his back to the defense every single time. And you're like, so you don't even know what's coming. You just running out. You just don't know what's. And then it's that jump side thing that he does every single time. I loathe it. I loathe it. But somehow he finds somebody coming down the sideline all the time or in the middle of the field in the fourth quarter. I don't know how he does it, but he does it. It's crazy. So, I don't know. What's your thoughts on, do y'all think, who you think's going to pull this off in the NFC? Or better yet, let's just go to this. Who advances? We won't even go all the way. Just who going to get through the weekend?
Rams,
we know the Rams.
Eagles, and Packers.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Rams, Eagles, Packers.
Yeah, if I had
In
to
the
bet,
NFC.
I put my money on Seattle just because this would be hell to play up there.
Oh
It's
yes,
gonna be
it's gonna be
loud. It's gonna be cold. Could be
cold.
rainy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
conditions
that's
are
gonna be a
awful,
tough place to play.
and they got a defense.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
do. They
yeah,
They
do.
got a defense. They
yep.
got a defense.
They do.
I don't think I disagree with Rams, Eagles, Packers. I think that's probably the way I'm going. I just think the 49ers, as bad as they played in this last game, that kind of scares me for them going forward. So,
Are they going? I think the Eagles going to activate Saquon. Man, is he going? He gotta.
We haven't been activated yet. We 17
Man,
in.
I know in the playoffs, man, you gotta let that thing go.
I mean, if you can't block, they have O-line issues. That's the crux of the issue with the team is O-line issues.
What did Robin Harris do when he was on sitting on the steps and Eddie Murphy was fighting Della Reese?
Yep.
I don't know. The Eagles are the most confusing team in football. Have no idea what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
No idea whatsoever. So we'll see. But I'm gonna pick them for that. What in the AFC? I'm gonna say Texans, Jaguars, Patriots.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it's cold in New England.
Well, it's just the Chargers aren't healthy.
Well, and that's
they got a bunch of injuries, so
yeah,
they were healthy perhaps, but them jokers are beat up.
Yeah, the Patriots are good, so they should be able to.
Well,
I think the Bills are gonna get two-piece. I think they're gonna get beat by
I think so too.
2 scores easy.
The one thing about the Patriots, they're not the most talented team in the AFC, but they are the most consistent. Like they gonna play the exact same way every week. Now
they're not gonna beat themselves.
They're not gonna beat themselves. They're extremely disciplined. They're not, so they are what they are at that point. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that game. Well, but I'm gonna go Patriots, Jaguars, Texans on that one.
Same.
We all good there. Okay, cool. All right, so an amazing situation going on in the NFL. It'll be, come Thursday, boy, it's gonna get crazy out in these streets. We're gonna see some crazy stuff. Let's jump over to. Let's see. Hold on. I got some breaking news coming in. Let me see what it is. Oh, okay. That's just Kendrick Haskins is letting me know that the Giants and Harbaugh will be meeting expeditiously. So, okay. Let's talk about NBA. Because now that we've gotten it past the holidays, the trade deadline is heating up already. And, man, the first story that emerged, I'm going to be honest with you, in my humble opinion, it made no sense. The rumors of Trae Young going to Washington, I don't understand that at all.
I do.
Because they don't want to pay him.
Yeah, they want him gone. He's a jerk.
They don't want to pay him. Well, yeah, that part as well. You say that about your Oklahoma brethren?
He was a jerk at OU.
Well, there you go.
It was. They didn't like that dude.
It transfers.
I mean, he can play. It's not a talent thing. I heard they didn't like that cat.
Well, and I can see why, because there's an arrogance to him that is like, fam, this don't feel earned. This feels contrived. Like, you just arrogant because you want to be arrogant.
Yeah.
And I don't understand that about you.
Yep.
What do you think the first domino to fall is going to be in the NBA? Because everybody seems to be angling. Herb Jones is the hottest name out on the planet right now, and everybody wants Herb Jones. Everybody wants the kid from Sacramento. No, Sacramento or Utah? I think it's Sacramento. He's from Sacramento. Yeah, but there's a lot of names being thrown around. Dolan threw out Giannis for whatever reason. I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
What do y'all think the first domino is going to be? Real domino. The Trae Young thing is not a domino to me. That's just.
I agree with that.
I think it would be AD. I think that would be.
So you think AD is for sure going to get traded?
I believe so. There's a lot of talk, and I think they're trying to figure it out. But I think that would be the first domino.
Okay, where is he headed? Go ahead and say it. I know you want to say it.
What? Nah, don't. No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. I would think that they would probably try to trade him to Chicago or something like that, so they can get back like a Josh Giddey or, Vucevic or something like that. But nah,
I like Vucevic.
I'm not about to say what you think I'm about to say. No, yeah. So I think that
you want to say Golden State.
Nah, I didn't. I didn't.
You don't want to make Golden State? Because I think Golden State is on my must make a move list.
Yeah, they are. They do. Because you can't trade Kuminga until January the 20th. So no move is going to be made until that day or after. So
no, it's the 15th.
I thought it was the 20th.
I think it's the 15th.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm giving you back 5 days.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
He's going to be moving for who? I'm hearing Michael Porter Jr., her AD, but I mean, he's gotta go.
So my counterpart in Lakerdom, Cam, does not like the Michael Porter thing at all.
Nah,
I kind of do.
I mean, he's a legit second, third option because
I don't like him on defense.
No, yeah.
So to me, you gotta if you do the Michael Porter thing, you better go get another defender.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you can't have 4 guys out there doing Olay. You can't do that.
Nah, that's not gonna win nothing. So yeah,
right. It's not gonna win anything. But I like him spreading the floor. He's a consistent shooter, 3-point shooter, and he can help LeBron on the nights where LeBron don't feel like guarding nobody. Because he's 40.
It's gonna be a lot of those nights, right?
You muted, Byron. Huh?
Every night.
Which that's every night. It's a lot of nights.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's every night.
Which I understand, because if I was a 42-year-old man, I'd be like, y'all got it. 42?
Exactly.
Y'all got it.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, but I think the Lakers know they got to do something.
They got to get they gotta get defense, man. God, it's bad. It's bad.
It's bad. It's very bad.
So bad.
Yeah.
And you can't just try to outscore everybody.
Y'all aren't good enough to do that either.
Yeah. You can't do that. Not every night, anyway.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I think also New Orleans now realizes we have to end this.
You already got the guy. You got the guy.
You got the guy. So now let's take the dog behind the barn. Quietly.
Yeah. Queen is that guy, so
because somebody will take Zion. They will. Because if you look at his contract, it's very workable. You can work it. You can void it if you need to. If he doesn't meet certain measurements. So it's a workable situation. So I think Zion is out. Ja, I don't know.
That guy.
About the Ja thing. Because
with him, he may wherever he goes, he may mess up some type of chemistry. You got to worry about chemistry and attitude in the locker room with him, not just on the court and off the court. You got to worry about that too. So
I don't even know where you would start with Ja. Like, where would you even? If I'm Memphis, I try to finagle some picks out of Portland or maybe Utah, because they got a ton of them. Maybe they'll do a deal with me.
Sacramento? Y'all go Sacramento or something?
Listen, Malik Monk and Jaren Jackson would be a problem. I like that pairing. I absolutely like that pairing. I just don't know if you can. I don't think Sacramento's stupid. They're not smart because they don't do smart things, but they don't do stupid things either. But I keep hearing Sabonis is gone. They're just trying to find the right landing spot.
I got a spot for him. I got one.
You can't have everybody, Chad. That's your problem.
I'm not trying to have everybody. I'm not trying to have everybody. It's a situational thing.
Every time we talk about trading the NBA, this ninja over here wants everybody. Everybody.
So
every name I say.
You don't want Sabonis?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. But that's not our desperate need, though. The need is a 3-and-D guy or 2 3-and-D guys. We need wings that can guard on the perimeter. That's the need, which makes one of the rumors that's really interesting. Because I keep hearing, I've heard it more than one place now, that Dylan Brooks rumor. And I'm like, I don't like that. That's not a real defender.
Get that bum out of here.
That's not a real defender. That's like just a loud, angry guy.
Dylan Brooks is going where?
To the Lakers.
Oh man, him and LeBron gonna be fighting like
No, that ain't how it works. That ain't how it works with Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks is literally a gang member. If he's in your gang, he gonna ride for your gang. Which that's not a good thing, because I don't need you to ride for me. I need you to go play basketball.
I don't know how that's gonna work.
I don't think it's gonna work.
He's like Pat Bev. He's more irritant than anything.
Yeah, he's not a great defender. He's just
an irritator.
Yeah, he's just an angry dude.
Yeah.
But I think the Lakers know they gotta do something. I think the Warriors know they gotta do something.
Houston needs to get a point guard.
I understand why Atlanta's doing something because they don't want to pay that dude, and I don't blame you. I still think Houston needs a point guard.
Yeah. Send Trey to Houston?
Nah.
No.
He beat that dude up.
Now you got a gaping hole in your defense. He can't guard nobody.
Yeah.
None.
So
I forgot they got Van Fleet over there anyway. He just hurt. Yeah.
You just got to ride this thing out for a year and see what happens when Fred comes back next year.
Yeah.
So there's some interesting. The Michael Porter thing I think is interesting because I think he could swing a franchise depending on where he goes. Crazy enough, but he'll never be healthy though. I keep saying that he's never gonna be healthy. Zion can swing a franchise, but he's never gonna be healthy.
Correct.
Like he's just not.
Same thing with Anthony Davis. He ain't never be healthy either.
Yep.
So,
but you don't need Anthony Davis to be healthy a long time. You just need to be healthy for the right time. And
can't you say that about Zion too?
No, he ain't gonna never be healthy. All of his health issues are related to eating. Is he gonna stop eating?
They have fresh fish in San Francisco. Less calories, no.
So you want him in the Bay?
If he can get some, I mean, hey, him and Draymond, that'll be a tough fight. It's gonna be a tough fight if he can't act right.
He don't have Draymond's dog.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he'll coach him up, or I don't know, but I mean,
I saw a video of him and Teaspoon, Teresa Witherspoon, for those who don't know, which was his former coach in New Orleans, and she said, "I'm with my little brother in Atlanta." He was in Atlanta. I guess they played Atlanta, and they were in there together. And they was hugged up, and it was all love. And I was thinking, I bet they went and got some wings together. Like, I'm just saying, man, that dude. It's crazy that the city that takes his contract has to also help him with his nutritional journey. Like, that's a thing. That is a thing with him.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't know what you do with that dude, man. That's and I hate that. And I think I get angry about Zion because all that talent, bro. All that talent. All that ability. And
You've been hearing about him since the 7th grade.
And then you keep hearing all this little stupid stuff about him being. I don't know how true that is, but you keep hearing him being in folks' DMs talking about, "Hey, are you DTF?" And I'm like, "Come on, man, what are you doing, bro? Like, he's focused. Are you got ADD?
New
like,
baby mamas coming around and everything.
Like, what is going on? Focus, man. Put the taco down and focus. Jesus,
Exactly.
put down that bowl of gumbo and focus."
Oh man,
Just gumbo and porn all day long. Just
Yep.
oh man.
I'm just saying, man. Jesus, get it together, brother. So I don't know. This is gonna be an interesting trade deadline because I do think some teams are gonna make moves. I just don't know if you need to swing for the fences. It feels like this might not be a swing for the fences thing.
Where's
you
there?
can't do the Giannis. Go ahead.
Oh, that's what I was about to say. Where are we at with the Giannis? And from like, where was that latest on that?
A lot of teams want to do the Giannis deal. The problem with the Giannis deal is that it's not a 2-team deal. I don't think there's any one team that can do that deal straight up, except for maybe the Knicks. And I don't know why the Bucks would want to fall in love with Karl-Anthony Towns. That don't seem like it helps them at all. You have that in Miles Turner. So why do you need Karl-Anthony Towns and 2 big slogs just clogging up the middle? Like, that don't make any sense. So other than that, it's a 3-team deal, and then how do you do it? Who's the third team? How do you do it? That's the question. So, I don't know. To me, the only way it gets done is that there's some teams that want to dump some players, want to dump some salaries. Milwaukee's okay with that because they're going to get like Gugobs and picks back, and they can reset their whole franchise in the middle of that deal. That's the only way the deal works, and I don't know who that team is. Obviously, the names that keep getting bountied about are the Lakers, the Warriors, I don't take the Spurs one seriously because that doesn't make sense to me. Nor do I take the Houston one seriously because that doesn't make sense to me. I don't really know what teams. Miami makes sense to me. Miami makes a lot of sense. But I don't know how you get out of that deal without losing Tyler Hero and 3-4 other people. Like, what are you going to have left except for him and Bam Adebayo? Like, I don't know how you get that deal done. Again, it's a 3-team deal. So who's the third team? How do you do it? How do you make it work? So, I don't know. The Giannis thing is not clean enough, so it may not get done. The only team that now the Lakers may try it. I'm sure they're gonna try it, but I don't know how you get it done in 3 weeks. That's the question. How do you get that done in 3 weeks?
Well, we've seen Rob Pelinka do a lot now.
Well, he doesn't have a.
You see him do a lot now.
Yeah, but he had the homie.
Exactly.
That was the homie helping him out.
He may have some more homies out there. We don't know. He may have some homies in Milwaukee.
I don't know how you pull that off if you Rob, but I'd love to see him do it, obviously, but I just don't see how you pull it off. So I was gonna do predictions, but I don't think we wasting our time with that one because I don't know how we pull it off. Let's jump into the college football playoffs. Wow. I mentioned to y'all earlier this season, hey, this Indiana team might be really good. I think they are good. Now, shout out to Oregon, who played great.
Their defense did. Their offense was booty cheeks.
Well, I'm
Their
saying
offense wasn't good. That wasn't
Right.
good. They should have beat them by 40.
Yeah.
Well, also, that's what I was gonna say. They played relatively great. I'll say it that way.
The defense was.
Yeah, Texas Tech just wasn't.
Yeah.
They just couldn't put anything together. Which I kept saying, how did this team win 40? How are they averaging 42 points a game? Because they are awful. Their offense is awful.
Big 12, man.
So I guess the Big 12 is that bad. They are really that bad.
$25 million for the transfer portal and scored 0 points.
Yeah, they didn't spend it on.
And they were awful. They were awful. Like he wasn't. The quarterback wasn't bad. Like it looked like he was point shaving.
Right.
Like,
At one point,
check
it was
his
like,
account.
hey, man,
Like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah.
This is
like I don't know what game you playing. Like it feels like you playing a game right here. Not sure what you're doing out here, brother. Do we all agree that the team that came out looking the best out of the weekend was Indiana? Like they looked the part.
either them or Miami.
Yeah.
Miami looked. You know what?
Man.
Shout out to. I don't normally do this, but shout out to the playoff committee for saving the ACC's behind. Because the ACC was looking real crazy out here in these streets.
Yeah.
Because Miami didn't play in their conference championship game. And they are clearly heads and shoulders above the two teams that did. So the fact that to quote the old songs, the fact that the committee looked beyond ACC's faults and saw their need and brought them into the playoffs, shout out to them. Because Miami does look the part. They looked the part.
That was a physical game, and
oh yeah.
I mean, that to me, that game wasn't as close as the score was either. Like they handled Ohio State.
Ohio State,
I love it.
was the fraud that we all thought they were.
Yes.
Like we all kind of was. The whole season was like they ain't played nobody.
Their defense is legit. That offense was not.
The offense is not good. I don't know how Salin was the starting quarterback of this team. Which has me worried for Louisville because the dude that was the backup is now gonna be the starter in Louisville. And I'm saying if he wasn't good enough to beat Salin, I don't understand. But again, systems make players sometimes. So, and Jeff seems to be cranking out quarterbacks because Tyler Shuck all of a sudden looked like he know what he's doing a little bit. He ain't great, but he ain't awful. And he's definitely better than Spencer Rattler. So, so New Orleans can go into the draft not worrying about quarterback. They think they may have found their guy. So there you go.
Yeah.
So maybe the same thing happens for Ohio, the kid that's going, Ken Holtz, I think is his name, that's going to Louisville. But I heard what Ryan Day said about is it Julian Sayin?
Julian Sayin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard what he said at the Heisman. This kid's just a freshman. He's going to do this for several years. Is he? Because if that's the case, y'all not going to win nothing.
Well, two of them monsters are leaving next year. So
right.
Yeah.
If he going to do this for 2 more years, y'all not winning nothing.
You got to have a sporting pass.
You better have that same schedule that you had this year because oofa. He ain't it. He don't. I think he's not nearly as far or down the road as they think he is. But I digress. So we got Indiana taking on Oregon. Hard to beat a team twice. And then we got Ole Miss taking on Miami. Shout out to Ole Miss, man. Shout out to Lane Kiffin for being the fool that I always thought he was. Real talk.
Yeah.
Because what did he leave LSU for? I can't win a title here. I can't get to the playoffs and the championship. The team's in the Final Four. And I love Miami, and I'm an ACC guy. But I'm going to be actively rooting for Ole Miss because I'm petty.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm actively rooting for Ole Miss to get to the finals. Because I just want to see Lane Kiffin, who has accomplished nothing.
Nada.
Hypothetically speaking, if they get there, win, get a ring.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give him nothing. They will give
I
it
bet
to
you
him.
they
I
do.
wouldn't give him nothing.
Yeah.
They'll give it to him.
They'll give it to
But
him.
I wouldn't give him nothing.
Yeah.
I'd give him a ring, all right. I'd call him on the phone and be like,
Yeah, it may be.
Who is Ole Miss or Miami?
Miami.
Too much defense.
Yeah, Miami's defense.
And I really like Chambliss.
That front. That front is relentless.
Chambliss, yeah.
I like Chambliss a lot. He's
just by, yeah, I love that kid too.
He's a good kid.
He's phenomenal.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you can pull that keep pulling that magic out of the hat. And Miami's O-line is going to cause issues for Ole Miss that Georgia didn't.
I watch a lot of football. And I watch it on multiple levels. So I watched the FCS championship game, which was phenomenal on Monday.
It was a great game.
This feels a lot like that. Miami is the better team. Ole Miss is riding the wave. And I feel like, much like Illinois State, at some point the talent is going to outdistance the momentum.
Yeah.
So I think I agree with you, Byron. Miami in a very, very close game. But I wouldn't be shocked, though. If Ole Miss pulled it off, I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked. Chad, what you think?
I say Miami, but I think, like you guys said, it could be close because of
the quarterback's a magician.
Yeah, I like him, and I think now I don't know about this staying a 6 year. That's crazy.
I don't see how. You played 4 years at that school, bro.
I love you, fam, but it's time to go. You got to raise up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You're 25. Crazy. It's time to take it to the next level. And he'll get drafted. I think he'll get drafted. Now he's not a starter, but you don't think so?
Why
you think he's a starter? Really?
Why ain't he? You see what's starting at the back half of the league?
Well, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Now,
what's the difference? I mean, Russell Wilson, they're both the same. He's more athletic, but him throwing on the run.
He could start in Atlanta right now.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think he's talented. Now I don't know how big he is, but that kid's a magician, and he can throw like them corner routes. Like he beat us on them corner routes. Probably.
You take him over Justin Fields?
If he's big, yeah. Now if he's small, no.
He's 6'1".
Supposedly,
yeah.
That's what they list him as.
Yeah,
he's not.
He don't look 6'1".
He's about 5'10", 5'11".
I mean, if he's 5'10", 5, that's what Russell was when he came out.
Yeah. He's probably about 5'10", 5'11", something like that.
But that kid can throw. I don't see why
he's got great touch. He's got great touch. I like.
He dropped them corner routes. He throws. I mean, he beat us with them, and then he hit a big one. I think it was 4th down, and this kid rolling out throws a corner strike. This kid's got something, man. There's something to him. I ain't saying you draft him high, but
that's
he's got
what
something
I'm
to
saying.
him.
That's what I'm saying. When I say,
but I don't think I mean, there's some bad quarterbacks out there.
There are.
Starting. I don't see why.
Oregon, Indiana.
I'm gonna take Oregon. Every rematch in the playoffs has gone the other way, and that game was close.
It was. It was in Oregon. It was close.
I'm gonna go Indiana. I'm going
Indiana.
I hear you. That's the only reason is because the 2 rematches in the playoffs went the other way.
I agree.
And this was a close game.
I think Cignetti feels a way about people thinking that there was a fluke.
No. That game was not a fluke.
Well, it wasn't. If you watched it, it wasn't.
Yeah.
But a lot of people
they came up there and put hands on Oregon.
They did. They was like, it looked like one of them fights where the bully thought he was going to really dominate, and then the person that was getting bullied was like, I'm holding back this.
Yeah.
But now I'm going to release it on you.
Yeah. They put hands on the boy.
I just think we're about to see a world where Indiana football makes it to the championship. As crazy as that sounds.
Thanks to Mark Cuban.
As crazy as that sounds. So yeah. All right. Final 5 questions is a throwback to 2025, which that's only 7 days ago, but nevertheless. Best championship team of 2025. All sports.
Yeah, Thunder. Yeah.
See, that was my first reaction, and then I thought about the Dodgers, and I was like,
But the Thunder wasn't supposed to do it. They're young, man.
That's why they get the nod. Because the Dodgers were absolutely gonna do
it. Yeah.
Yeah, all that money they spent.
All the money they spent, they were absolutely gonna do it. Yeah. Best player in their sport of 2025.
Asia Wilson.
I was gonna say either Asia or Shohei.
Shohei, because he plays multiple positions.
Yeah, it was either Asia or Shohei. But listen, Asia is a solid pick here.
Well, it's because she dominates. She's not just good on both ends; she dominates on both ends.
Asia gave Napheesa Collier a half a season head start, and still caught her. And walked her down. Not just for defensive player of the year, but for MVP as well. That's when you know you are one of one.
Man. And whoever at the WNBA decided to do co-defensive player of the year,
that was bogus.
Yeah, because her stats were cheeks.
Yeah,
all right,
that was bogus. Doing? That was bogus. I'm gonna skip to 5 and then come back to 3 and 4. Best breakout star of each sport. NFL.
Breakout
star 2025.
Breakout. Let me see.
Man, who broke out? Oh, I'm gonna say Bijan.
Really?
Yeah, Bijan had he led the league in total. Nobody thought that was coming.
I tried to tell a certain.
I didn't think it was coming yet. That joke is tough.
Bijan is amazing. He's the real deal.
I'm gonna say Drake May.
Good. That's a good call.
Awful. That's not awful.
That's a good call.
That's not awful. That's not awful.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna stand in that same space with you. Though my bias is kicking in, if I'm being honest. But I'm gonna stand. I'm gonna put my bias aside and say Drake May.
Yeah.
NBA, this is no brainer. Shea. This was Shea's season. One for the ages. You know. Yeah. Same thing with MLB. It was Shohei put on the show for the ages.
Yeah.
Now going back to the best in their sport, though, you could have put Jokic in there too.
Yes,
his numbers are still stupid.
Yeah. Always.
His numbers are still ridiculously dumb.
The only thing that stopped Jokic this year is his own teammate stepping on his foot.
Yeah.
That's it. Nothing else would have stopped him.
Yeah.
He'd have won another MVP had he kept going. It was inevitable. So I should have put WNBA, but we know it's Asia. So there you go. One for I was doing this for Cam and Chad as well, but WWE.
Jacob Fatu or Brown Breaker.
See, I was gonna go a whole different route. I was gonna go Naomi.
Yeah.
Naomi had. Now she didn't finish the year, which is why I see why you would go with the other two.
Yeah.
But Naomi, and by the way, love the fact that they didn't take the easy road and put the belt on Braun. Love that.
Yeah.
Also love that they're gonna take the belt off of Stephanie. Love that. She's not ready. She's talented. She's not completely ready yet. And Braun is not completely ready yet. So let's let it stew a little bit.
I think that's what they did with Maxine too. That's what they did with Maxine.
They're not ready yet. It's too soon. It's too soon. All right. Movies. Best movie of 2025 to me is a no-brainer. And let me say this. Over the holidays, I watched The Smashing Machine. Great movie. I watched the one everybody was raving about at the Critics' Choice Awards, One Battle After Another. Outstanding movie. Tiana Taylor did her thing in that movie. Great movie. Having said all of that, in my humble opinion, there is no movie better than Sinners. I'm sorry. That man played 2-3 characters. Come on, man. Ryan Coogler wrote a monster. And if you said out loud what that movie was, it wouldn't make any sense to you. It's a vampire horror blues movie. None of that makes sense in the same pot. Except you gotta let Ryan cook. He worked. Did you see Sinners, Byron? Phenomenal.
We don't watch a lot of movies. We don't do movies a lot.
We're a movie family.
Okay.
We're a movie family. Love it. So yeah, I thought so. You saw Sinners though, Chad, right?
Yeah.
I think it's not close. So Sinners is amazing. So okay, TV. Anybody got a TV show they want to shout out from 2025?
I'm gonna shout out Bel Air. I
There you
was
go.
challenged to watch it. Bren just wanted me to watch it, so I kind of powered through it right before Christmas.
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
was well done. Well
Yeah.
done. Well
It's
cast. I liked it a ton.
Thanks.
It's the TV show I didn't need, but I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
absolutely appreciate it. It was
Yeah.
well done. They didn't
Yeah.
they didn't take anything away from the original.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it was.
I thought
good.
the people they cast were perfect
Perfectly-
because
Yeah.
like Carlton was phenomenal because I hated
Oh, he
him,
was
then I liked
outstanding.
him, I hated him,
Yeah.
then I liked him
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
That was
Just
good.
like the original.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was extremely well done.
And listen, we all need a friend like Jeffrey. I'm just gonna tell you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love that was my
I'm trying to
favorite
find
character. That's what I told
Yeah.
Brett. I was like, that's my favorite character.
I'm trying to
Jeffrey.
find me a Jeffrey right now. I'm interviewing for a Jeffrey right now. If anybody wants to send me a
Facts.
resume, goodness
Facts.
gracious,
Yeah.
that's brilliant.
Yeah. I
Who
mean,
you going with?
I had to go back to All Her Fault. That thing threw me for a loop.
It was better than I expected.
Threw me
Better
for-
than I expected. It was better than I expected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good, man.
My shout out is to the great coming to an end Power Force.
Oh, that's a good one too.
They listen. Here's 50 learned.
I
a
just
lot
caught
from
up
that GOAT.
today.
50 learned a lot from Power and how they botched up Ghost at the end.
Yeah.
So he made sure he wasn't going to botch this one up, and he has not. So I could not be
I
more
can't
excited
wait.
about Friday. Right?
Yeah, I can't wait.
Friday gonna be
Even
good.
though I wish
Friday
it was
gonna be
Jannard,
good.
I wish Jannard
Even
would have
though-
got taken out. Sorry,
It would've been-
spoiler.
For me, it would have been better. I would have felt better. But I
I mean-
understand.
yeah.
I understand. And then also we kind of know a little bit where this is going and how
Yep.
they're setting up the next thing.
Yep.
But I
Yep.
just can't. I just want to see it all wrap up. But
Yep.
shout out to 50. I love Power
Yep.
Force. It was good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was on the fence earlier. I was like, this ain't giving me what I want. And then the last 4 episodes have been fire.
Yeah, season 3 has been a weird journey. Cause you're right. It started out the first 4 episodes. You was like, I don't know how we gonna get here.
Where we
Yeah.
gonna
How we gonna
come
get down
on?
here?
Yeah.
But
We
Power
still
always
going up the hill.
Power
We
always
still
start
going
out
up
slow
the
like
hill.
that.
We need to be going down the hill now.
Right, we need to be going down. We seem
But-
like we still going up. Yeah.
But Power always start out slow though. Every season it start out slow with them couple episodes and then it ramp up. So.
We needed it to ramp up. It finally got here. We here now.
Yeah.
We here. We full on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to how this is going to wrap up. So yeah, I love that, and I'm trying to think of anything else I saw this year that I was just blown away with. Probably is. I just can't think of it right now. Yeah, probably is. I just can't think of it right now. So that's our 2025 wrap up. There you go. So let's talk about what we do we have any unshout out? We always got to unshout out somebody.
The referees in the Panthers game Sunday.
Oh man.
Oh,
Referees period.
it's been an awful season for refereeing.
Awful. But that game was
just
terrible.
one of the worst.
That's probably why they got in because the referees were so bad. Like,
They're
what
like
are
we
doing?
got to make it up. The
Yeah.
referees, the referee for the Falcons game was like we can't let this happen. This is terrible. we gotta help these guys out. It
was awful. Like
it was
I
awful.
agree.
It was
I
really
mean,
bad.
this is my second year like deep in SEC football, and I'm like, this is supposed to be the best league in the country. These refs are god awful.
They're terrible. They're terrible. They're terrible. The only thing worse than college football referees is college women's basketball referees.
Ooh, I overstand.
College women's basketball referees are awful. They are the worst.
God awful. I mean, it starts in high school too. Like, I mean, some of the stuff we saw, and it'd be the same crew.
It'd be the same crew.
Bryn literally got a text. She blocked a girl's shot, was walking away from her and said, "Give me that." Didn't say it to her. Ref teched her up. The very next game, the boys' game, in the first half, they blocked one of our guys' shot, got all in his face and was flexing. Same ref didn't say nothing.
Nothing. It's just so weird. They just do stuff that don't make sense.
Like why? Like we were yelling like, but that don't get a tech, bro.
Every time I go to a college women's basketball game, I feel like I'm sitting at the crap table with Red Fox calling the craps. Get the outside, you blind. That's how I feel. Every time I watch
it's so bad.
It's so bad. And I've been to so many of them, and you expect, okay, at some point it's going to get better. It's not. Yeah. The only time it gets better is when you're at the top tier of women's basketball. So it's like a LSU, South Carolina, or UConn, and somebody like that. But
like Brennan them finally had a good crew Saturday. We went down, and that crew was fair. They weren't calling a bunch of crazy. We had some bad refs, bro.
Awful. They're awful. They're awful. They're so bad. I feel like they the Wayfair of the referee pool. Like,
oh man.
Just like this is terrible. Okay. Any other unshout outs? Those are great unshout outs, Byron, by the way. I agree with that. The referees were terrible. Any other unshout outs?
Nah.
I want to unshout out the dude who owns Deadline. I might not have to put this on tape because I got movies coming out. I'll do it. I'll do it, but I'm gonna do it as a shout out. So I'm gonna do it as a shout out. I know what I gotta do to handle this because that's crazy. But because it's interesting how the world works, bro, and how we celebrate some things that are mediocre and vilify brilliance. Because by vilifying brilliance, it gives the mediocre a chance to rise. And again, I purposely this year decided I'm going to watch some of these so-called Oscar favorites or Golden Globe favorites because I want to know for myself what's better than Sinners. Y'all saying these are better than Sinners. Okay, I want to see it. So I watched. And let me tell you something. One battle after another is long. Oh, my God, it's long. It's a solid 3.5 hours. It feels like it anyway. It's definitely 3 hours. But it's long. It's a long 3 hours. And I love Tiana Taylor. The part that she did was amazing. She deserves an Oscar or at least a nomination. She wasn't better than Wumi. She wasn't better than Wumi. She wasn't better than Haley Stanfield.
Yeah.
It's just a great movie. So I want to give a shout out to Sinners rising above the noise. There's a lot of noise out there as it relates to that film. And some of it's controlled noise. Because one person owns too much stuff. So he gets to change, he gets to control the narratives. But still, Sinners is rising above the noise. So that's one of my shout outs. So all right. Who y'all shouting out?
One shout out, my daughter. She had a career high week and a half ago, 27.
Nice.
There you go.
She 14 or 16 from the field. Oh no, 12 or 14. Sorry.
Who was that against?
New Orleans.
Okay.
And then my second shout out is Chambliss. Mr. Chambliss from Ole Miss, dog. I'm a believer. I saw it in Norman when you played us. And you've been phenomenal all year, little dude. So salute to you coming from D2, being a backup and being happy being a backup of the D1 and being the man. So salute to that kid because that took a lot.
Took a lot.
Cool.
Took a lot. All right, Chad, who you shouting out?
Yeah, first and foremost, I want to shout out Cam and me during our sabbaticals, hiatus. We had birthdays. We celebrate those birthdays, so definitely shout out to him.
We didn't have a show.
Nope.
Shout you out for birthdays.
Everybody got sick or had something to do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I apologize because I thought in my head we had a show. So
Nah,
for
it's
sure, happy birthday. To
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
happy
absolutely.
birthday. Also, I want to shout out Cam for getting married over the break as well. That's always good. Man, there's a lot of Cam shout outs, man. I don't know what's wrong with me. And also,
Love him.
yeah, that's my dog, man. I also want to shout out to the new coach of the University of Michigan football team, Kyle Whittingham. You know what I'm saying?
That's a cold game right there, boy.
We trying to get back on track.
I still
There was
don't
so
want to
much
talk. I
shade
ain't
in that.
talking about that, dog. I'm not. I still ain't
There's
touching
so
that.
much shade
The
in
stuff that I heard.
We still getting back on track, man. I did hear that Coach Moore was not liked by a lot of people. A lot of ex players. He rubbed them the wrong way.
I still.
So-
It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
Dog. I'm
I
not
feel
gonna
like-
touch that
I feel
still.
like the Lord set it up for us not to be on the air, so we wouldn't have to talk about it. Because you're right.
But that era is over. That era is
Every day it got worse and worse, and I was like,
Oh,
I really don't want to tear another black man down, but Jesus, man, what are you doing?
But that era is over with.
That era is over.
We got a new sheriff in town, and he's put a good, an impressive coaching staff together. So we'll see.
Yeah.
he's gonna be a good gap guy.
I have a shout out that I have to do, and Byron's gonna love this shout out.
Oh,
But it's a melancholy rest in peace shout out to one of the greatest gospel writers of all time, the great legend Richard Smallwood.
one of the best gospel composers ever. If not the best ever.
In my lifetime, there has never been a Richard Smallwood, and the chances of there ever being another one are not high. He's the first person that I've ever heard seamlessly blend gospel and a classical element into the same thing and still keep it dripping.
Yep.
I never see, and many have tried to duplicate it and fallen way short. I have to ask you, Byron, being the aficionado of music that you are, I don't know if you do that, Chad, but he is a deep aficionado.
Okay, I sense it.
What is your favorite Richard Smallwood song?
Not gonna say total praise.
I'm not either, because that's the easy.
Mine is Calvary.
Calvary's a monster. Oh,
That one takes
that's
me
a
out.
monster. And you're so crazy about Calvary. It's not a complicated premise.
Mm-mm.
But
And
in
it's
the hands
just
of a
the
master.
rawness, how it
Yes.
starts kind of soft, then it gets gritty,
Yes.
and
Yes.
then they get to the shouting part, and
Yes.
ooh,
When you put that in the hands of a master like Richard, it becomes something completely different. So I hear you on that. For me, I've always said this, one of the greatest, most underrated gospel songs of all time is Angels. I remember the first time I had to try to learn Angels. I said at the piano going, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. Like, what are you doing? Them first 5 or 6 chords that you just like, and I was a young player at that time, so I really didn't have the structure yet. It is, but then when I got it, I was so proud of myself because I was like, I got a Richard Smallwood song. And it may be his most complicated song because structurally it is, whew, but it's so brilliant. It's a musician song for sure. It is a musician song.
Yeah, Angels is
He's
tough
just-
too. You can't go wrong.
But listen. But you could go Total Praise. You could go Jeezy to Sit on My Joy. You could go Everything That Has Breath. There's just pick it. Just throw them all in a hat and just pick one. You probably right.
If you go to the Christmas album, We Shall Purify.
We Shall Purify. Yes. I Love the Lord. The classic Whitney Houston. He's just brilliant. He is. Chad Richard Smallwood is one of one. He is one of one. And
yes,
I'm on Apple Music right now looking at his playlist. I'm at the look. I'm gonna listen.
And here's what's weird about Richard. He absolutely changed music, but not in the way you think. Cause see, with Kirk can be duplicated. With a lot of the others guys, you can kind of duplicate what they've done. He's the only one that I can remember that when he did it, it was done, it was his, and it was over. You couldn't follow it. You couldn't follow it. Donald Lawrence tried many times to put something similar, and he could not do it. He just could not.
And Donald was tough too. Like
Donald's a monster.
Yeah,
Donald's a monster. But he just what Richard was doing, amazing. So shout out to the great Richard Smallwood. I will not be watching that funeral because I know it's gonna be like 7 hours.
Hey, I just know whoever get up there, y'all better come with it.
Y'all better bring it. Doggone it.
Yeah.
Bring it. Now,
and you better have all them chords and parts right because he done taught y'all what it is. Tenors on Total Praise. It ain't 2 notes.
It ain't 2 notes. We've been 2-noting it forever. It's 1 note.
It's 1 note.
That was controversy too, wasn't it? That was crazy controversy.
I'm like, just told you what it is. What are we arguing about? There's nothing to argue about. He's told you what key it is in. It's nothing to argue.
And I want to give a shout out to Jackson State University because of all the HBCU tributes I heard this weekend. They got it to me. Theirs was powerful. They did.
I have to listen to that.
Yeah, they did Total Praise. They just went outside on the parking lot and just jammed it up. And I was like, y'all did that. I can give you up for y'all. Y'all did that. So, yeah, Total Praise. But, yeah, Total Praise is the anthem, though. It's like, come on. Everybody.
Yeah.
That's, that's crazy. I don't know where he was at when he wrote that one. That's Mars or Jupiter or something. Crazy. Just the brilliance of that song. But anyway, so that's our shout outs for today. We appreciate each and every one of you. And always shout out to the Brothers of the Five because y'all the Brothers of the Five and y'all deserve a shout out. That's why you get a shout out. So there you go. We will be doing another mashup on Thursday. We believe in pressing the pros. And this transfer portal is a nightmare. I just gotta tell you, it's they screw journalists so bad. It's my phone won't stop pinging, and I hate it. It's like it will not stop. Bing, 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 bing. Okay, I got it. People are transferring. Doggone it. Yeah. Okay. I wish they'd have done this differently. This is just dumb. But anyway,
very much so.
We'll talk about all of it on Thursday. So there you go. All right. Everybody, all hearts and minds clear. Then we appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for rewatching it later. We appreciate all of you. The Five is back in 2026.
Will get you 10 when you're plugging in with the vibe. There's no mystery. Let's make history with the vibe. Oh, the strongest. 2 and 3. Add 1 more plus me into the vibe.